Good morning, Mr. Washington. My name is Ian Murphy, and I'm here to show you about the website that I believe is the perfect solution to your issues with your case study. So let's look over your case study, shall we? So for your goals for your case study, you wanted to be able to process collaboration within 3 phases. First was brainstorming, in which they will add items, add text, add videos to be able to discuss ideas for their projects, synthesizing on feedback, commenting, being able to interact with each other to be able to formulate together, and creating that final big project in the end to make it all worth it. And so your other goals continue to show for formative assessment to be able to track the students' progress and to be able to give feedback throughout the process of that project. Your challenges also include that you have used other technologies before, but none of them have really made the cut. And so I believe that this one is going to be the solution that you've been looking for. You also want to be able to access how much work each group member is adding to the project as a whole, and to be able to keep the group's work private until the final due date. So my solution for you is Padlet. Padlet is a free online tool used as a commonplace for people to come together to collaborate on assignments. Here are some reasons why I believe it fits your bill on both challenges and goals. 1, it supports all kinds of brainstorming and collaboration, where students can come together and work out the tasks together with the goals in mind that you have placed. You can also check the boards yourself to be able to check the progress, or have students enter your own Padlet board to be able to check mark progress that they have made on their own boards. And lastly, security on the boards can be set on a range of privacies to allow you for private work, and you are able to publish to the public when you are done for others to see. And so, whenever you first log into Padlet, you will enter this screen that will show you are able to install for Windows or sign up for free. And so whenever you sign up, you want to go ahead and click on the sign up for free. And then as you sign up, you can sign into Google, Microsoft, or Apple, or you can sign up with a different email of that sort. Next, you are set to a set of membership plans that allow you for different amounts of Padlets and about a certain amount of data to help you with that process. They range from free to $9 a month, and for this process we are going to work with a free board. And lastly, once you've got it all set up, you'll be taken straight to your dashboard for the first time. Nothing will be up there, but that it's just waiting for you to make all the boards you can make. So after you enter the dashboard, you have the option to make a Padlet and choose from many different designs. Here we have wall, where it's laid out in a brick-like pattern, stream, where you can streamline top to bottom feed of sequence of events, grid, to allow you for many different rows to align for many different topics. We have shelf, which stacks content in a series of columns, maps to add content to certain areas on a map, canvas, which allows you to scatter and connect various blocks and to show connections, and timeline to allow a horizontal connection of events that will allow you to be able to see the process of events. And then we have join. When you join a pre-made Padlet board, you just need the link and it will immediately take you there. When you have a group, only one person needs to make the group, and then others just have to join it. So, before we continue that, let me go over to our dashboard right here. I've already made one for practice, and I will show you what can be done for this specific assignment that you have placed. And so, over here, as I move my webcam, it gives us these many different types of canvases or Padlet boards to make, and for this one, I believe the correct one would be canvas. So we're going to go ahead and start the canvas. We can make a title. We're going to set it for Art History project, and we can add a description, change the icon of it, or you can set it to emojis. Then you can change the wallpaper to any theme you want. You can have solid colors, you can have gradients, textures, or pictures, and even add your own wallpaper. And then you can, when it comes to posting, you can check off attribution, where each commenter can show a different or each people that work on it can show the name on who makes it, so you can track progress on who makes what. You can allow for comments to allow that feedback to come in. And then you can add reactions to get, so for something that makes you really think, you can add a reaction to about thinking, or you can give it a thumbs up if something's good or something that needs work. And then later you can have a moderator to approve the work that's done. As a teacher, you can be able to set that approval to you, so that way you can check, you can closely check what each person is trying to add to it and see whether it is a good fit or if it needs changing. And then filtering profanity is always a nice thing to have, just in case. And then lastly, this is the link to the dashboard that will allow others to be able to join it as well. And so what you can do is you can highlight it and copy and paste, or you can hit copy to clipboard, which will automatically save it for you. And so let's go ahead and hit next. And it says we're all set. Now we hit the post button and we drag the files, and we can drag files in or double click. And so down here you have the plus sign that allows you to make a Padlet icon. So as I show you, this will pop up. And as I continue to look into your case study, I noticed that one of them was making a project on Vietnam War propaganda and how it relates to the current times. And so our topic is going to be anti-Vietnam War protest. And then we can add a topic about that, like here is what was made to show the discontent with the war and how others reacted to it. Then we hit publish, and it'll pop up right here, but we can move it quite literally anywhere on this board. And then we can start making other sections. So for example, if you want the first artist to be set here, we can set him over here. And then here's what I like about the canvas one, is when you right click, it opens up a menu of tabs that we can change the color to say, this is my work, I have the color red, or anything else. And then we can hit connect to post, and it'll give you an option to be able to connect or make an arrow with the previous post, and allow you to be able to draw connections on and branching paths on, this is how the topic relates, and here's where it will lead to eventually. And you can make as many of these as you want, really. It is quite impressive what they can do. And so we can move this one here and go and connect it to this one. And then we can also, and then I'm sure you've noticed these small icons down here. So when we make a subject, when we make a post, you have several options for pictures and videos. You can upload the image from your files. You can take a photo real quick with your own camera. You can attach a link, or you can search for an image, and then there are other attachments you can do, such as these. And so let's try to search for an image of anti-Vietnam War protests. And we have several pictures of many strikes, and if we go down to here, we have a 1960s anti-war propaganda of Speak Out Against the War. So when we click that, it then adds it to our post. We can add the artwork, subject title, and say that this was created and this is the emotion that it evokes. So when we add that, we can then move it, and depending on which artist it belonged to, we can then connect it to the post that they also have made. And so as we continue to make a ever-connecting pattern of webs and connections that will allow you to be able to function and pull together this project into one big set. And then you can also include links to articles or websites, such as when you go to, I believe, web search. When you were to Google anti-Vietnam protest, when you hit web, it will take you to several articles, such as by History or ThoughtCo or Time Magazine, and that will allow you to, if you click on it, it includes the article used in it, and allow you to be able to have that article in here without even going to the website itself. And so this website is very intuitive for being able to gather information very quickly and allowing you this time you need. We'll go ahead and publish that, and then we'll go ahead and connect this post, this one, to show that they still connect together for one big project. And then lastly, whenever we've hit a time to stop, or actually wait, I'm sorry, I missed one thing. So down here where you see the comment bubbles, you can go ahead and when you click on that, you can add a comment saying you really like it, or you disagree and you think that there needs to be some discussion. So if you disagree about what the artist's goals were, you can ask what the goals were, what they were trying to say, or what the purpose of the artwork was, and how it relates to the political or socio-economic times that the artwork was made in. And then when you are done, you can click out, and then you see that comment show up on the board. And that will allow students to be able to collaborate on their own, whether they're away or together. It'll allow them to comment. It'll allow you to comment on it as well, as you can comment, and when they see it, they can answer you and give that feedback as a constant discussion. So that is the Padlet board I have to show. And so, wrapping up, I believe that we have met your goals with Padlet, because it allows you to meet and collaborate on those ideas that you have been looking for. It allows you to formally assess the work that students are doing, as you can track names or colors, however you want to do it, to allow you to say that student A did this much work, student B did this much work, and be able to gauge how much is being done. And it allows you to give feedback through comments and discussions on the posts themselves. And I believe that we have met your challenges to be able to solve them, because Padlet supports the three types of collaborative works that you had said. You're able to check in frequently to it, and you're able to keep the board private until the final moment. And let me get to showing you that in a second. When you want to check the privacy, you want to be able to change the privacy, you will go to share, and then you have privacy. Right now it is on secret, so no one can see it, only people with the link can have access to it. And when you go to it, you can change the visitor permission, where they can only read it, they can only write comments, or they can edit as well. So whenever you have your students together to practice it, you can have them be able to edit it as well. So and then you save it, and then when it's time, you can go ahead and set it to the public for everyone to know. And so that is my tech demo for you. I hope that this was a good presentation and that this website is the solution for your issues. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a good night.